we were being bored messing around with like light, and we couldn't really do it. So then so she says that, and then we could take a break, and she's like, oh, you want to fight me? And like she was saying we
So how did it let me get this straight. Back up. You're in detention.
Yeah.
You and your girlfriend are using your light to reflect and mess with the teacher in the classroom to see if he can see y'all.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you distract one of the other students who turns around and confronts you guys about what you're doing.
Yeah.
And y'all like, I know she didn't, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so y'all go for break, and what happened?
No, well, you forgot the part where she said a racist comment like we should stop because we're black.
So she turns around and said,
because there was a bunch of other students.
Wait a minute. Okay, so the girl in detention turns around and says, oh, you should stop because you're black.
No, she wasn't. She didn't turn around because she was looking. She was right there, and she said, "Yeah, you guys should stop because you're black." And then, and yeah, she did say that out of the blue. Like the racist came out of the blue, and
did you stick your hand up? Did you tell the teacher what she said?
Oh yeah, the teacher wind up. Well,
not what he wind up.
Oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't do that.
So you nor your friend didn't just say, "Whoa, let me address the teacher and let her know this girl just called us black."
No, and then what?
No, just answer my question.
No, I just said I didn't do it.
Okay, so what did you do?
Oh, okay, so then I said, when I said out loud, I cannot believe you just said that. The teacher said, hey, and then we tell him what happened, and he says, well, you guys can handle your business in the parking lot. So then,
do you think he said that because y'all were acting like thugs?
No, not at all. We were not even handling the situation like that. We weren't even at the fighting moment at the time.
So what happened? Did y'all go to the parking lot?
No, but you won't let me finish. So after we went on break, the girl was like, she confronted us. She goes, yeah, you guys think you're so tough, you want to fight, blah, blah. She goes, yeah, and we didn't want to fight, so we were like, so she like turned around, she was like, okay, you stupid niggers. I've been through a lot this year, starting with, I was arrested at school for a fight, and it was, now said it was assault. And I feel as if, yes, you know, my mother should tell me what I should have done and but like at the same time, she should be supported, and you know, it wasn't all my fault. And yes, I should have, you know, did the more mature thing to do, and I didn't. But I can't change that, and I just feel as if I should have gotten her support. I just hit her one time. I didn't hit her that hard because I knew we were in school, first of all, and second of all, like, I don't want to be, like, known for getting into fights. Like, that's not me. I've never been in a fight before, you know that, so.
So you let the girl provoke you into assaulting her?
Yeah. I didn't assault her. I mean, she wanted to fight. I wanted to fight. That's not assault.
Okay.
Assault is when you're
so y'all had a mutual agreement?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
She kept saying she wanted to fight. And she's older than me. And she's about as tall as my room. And she's about as fat as a whale, so. So
how did that lead to you getting handcuffed and
Oh, because what happened was I guess she claimed that she was unconscious, but I have a couple of teachers that are going to testify for me because she was not unconscious for any period of time. And her parents wound up pressing charges, and they picked me up from school on Monday.
How did that feel? Was that embarrassing?
It was. I mean, they didn't arrest us in school. Like, they took us out to school, but no one was there. It wasn't embarrassing. I don't know. I was very like flabbergasted that that happened. Like, I've never been in any predicament where I was handcuffed and had to go to jail. That's kind of crazy.
Okay, so I'm sitting here one day and I get this phone call from Justice School. The principal's on the other end, and she says, I just had to come back up to the school because the police were called. Justice was in a fight. And I'm like, oh my God, Justice. But Justice is not, she's never been confrontational, and she's definitely not, word I'm looking for, hands-on. She's not. Justice has never been a physical person. Yeah, she has a mouth, and you know, I don't know what could come out of her mouth, but she's never been a physical person. So I was in shock when her principal called me and said, "Your daughter's been in a fight." I'm like, "A fight? Are you serious?" And not only in a fight, but they had to escort her off of the school grounds so she could be picked up and released. She had to get off of their property. And then the following day, she was arrested in school for assault charges on another girl. I'll never know the full story of exactly what happened. There's the version that the principal gave me, and there's the version that my daughter gave me. And while I support my child and my kids 100%, there's right and there's wrong. And when you do wrong, you have to pay for wrong. And that's what I've tried to teach her. If she's done something wrong in this instance, she's gonna have to face it, and we'll go through it, and we'll work through it, and we'll get past it. But wrong is wrong. And if she hasn't done anything wrong, I have to be there to support her to fight this process through, no matter what.
Growing up with Freeda was fun and sometimes hard. I was her younger brother. She was 6 years older than me. So she was always a lot, you know, of course, girls usually mature quicker than boys. And she was older than me, so she would always beat me up. I was always so afraid of her because we got along, but when we get in a fight, I knew I was going to get smothered, punched, kicked, whatever it took to beat me up. And so that's what I remember most about being a sibling of Freeda's. You always had to fight with her, and sometimes get in trouble. Usually my mom would come home, and me and her had been fighting, so I'd get beat up by Freeda, then my mom would come home and then whip me to get beat up by Freeda. That's how growing up with Freeda was.
Boxing was something I felt that I knew very well, and I don't think I knew it as well as I thought I knew it when I got in the ring and when I began training in Denver, Colorado. When I decided to go into boxing, I did. There was a little bit of naiveness that I felt if I could win a fight in the street, I could definitely win a fight in the ring, and that was dead wrong. Any person off the street, I don't care how strong they are, I don't care how many people they whooped in the hood, you will get your head knocked off in the ring. I'm done with boxing. I always tell people that the best cardio you'll ever get is in the ring, moving around in the ring. Boxing has done so many great things for me in my life. Boxing got me in the best shape I have ever been in, and probably the best shape I will ever be in my life. But I'm done with the ring. I have to find other clever ways of getting in shape, because I said to myself, I will not go back in the ring again. Growing up as a child, physical fitness played a major part of my family. I mean, we had a treadmill in the middle of our living room. You know, some people have coffee tables, we had a treadmill. And I just remember growing up, there was no problem if you wanted to eat a piece of cake or a grilled cheese sandwich, as long as you got your 30 minutes in on the treadmill by the end of the day. You know, my father is a very supportive man. He teases me a lot. And the only reason he gets away with teasing me about my weight sometimes is because I know it comes from a good place. He loves me. Diabetes runs in my family. Cancer runs in my family. Just recently, I had high blood pressure. I was in the hospital. I think my high blood pressure was somewhere in the 200 range. I was swollen and everything. And the doctor basically said, you're gonna have to push the plate back.
Coming up on Finding Freeda.
My kids basically lost me for an entire year. I decided to go and have obesity surgery.
And it got to the point where they're like, look, we're just trying to save her life now.
The one thing I love to do is sing.